friends, welcome. This is your 45-minute full body classic bar practice. I'm Georgia, and you will need a core ball for your practice today for an extra layer of resistance and stability work. I also have a set of light weights and a little heavier set of weights. My light weights are wristbands, and they're about half a kilo. You could do 1 to 2 pounds. For my heavier set, I have 1.5 kilo and 2 kilo weights, so somewhere between 4 and 6 pounds for your heavier set. I'm also going to be using a wall today for support. So when you got what you need, meet me on your mat. Meet me at the top of your space, standing nice and tall, feeling your feet pressing down into your mat. Big breath in as you roll your shoulders down and back, palms forward. Nice proud chest, feeling the broadness across your collarbones. Maybe take a little swing. And celebrate because you're here. And we're going to move and have fun. Nice. When you're ready, inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold up and over both thighs. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to your shins here. Exhale, fold. Step your left foot way back into a long lunge. Good. Lower your back knee. Send your hips back and down for a half monkey shape. Hamstring stretch, and then shift forward into your low lunge. So for our warm-up, we like to create a dynamic, rhythmic flow. Just to get our muscles warmed up, our joints awakened. And then when we're completely done everything, that's when we hold our stretches for a little longer. Next time you're in your lunge, hold forward, press down to your front foot, squeeze your inner thighs together, roll up through your spine. Big breath in, maybe lean back a little more to your own degree. And exhale to fold, plant your palms, bring your foot. Lift your back knee, step forward, sweep your arms up, and exhale, melt back over your thighs. Switch sides, right foot back into your lunge, lower your back knee. And then find those pumps, right? Just hips back and hips forward. Just letting your hips warm up here. Your knees move. Good. Beautiful. And it's a really beautiful time to check in. Physically, mentally, emotionally, with how you're feeling. Next time you're in your lunge, hold it here. Press down through your front foot. Roll up through your spine, and you might lean back a little more to your own degree for your spine extension. Release your hands, frame your foot, sweep your feet around, find your ball. Ball behind your chest, just below your shoulder blades. Knees are bent, hands behind your head. Check it out. We're gonna lay back for 2, big crunch up for 2. So we lay back over the ball, and then ab curl lift. So here, I really want you to stabilize through your pelvis. And then you're rolling your spine, so rounding as you come up, and then extending as you lay back. So when you come up, can you draw your low ribs towards your hips? But keep your hips where they are. So we're finding our neutral spine. Good. That's it. And lower for 2. Lift up for 2. Nice. Okay, it's gonna get spicy here, y'all. In 4. We're gonna add on here. Every time you crunch, alternate draw knee in, start right. Here we go. We lower, lift right. Lower, lift left. Yes. Woo! This is one of my all-time favorite core workouts because it just never gets easier, and it's so freaking spicy. Lower and lift. Can you relax your head back into your hands? Nice. Gorgeous. Down, lift crunch. Down, lift crunch. You're gonna hold your right knee in, twist to the right. In 2 and 1. Right here. We twist. Lay back. Twist. Lay back. Maybe you extend and bend your right knee right here. Let's go. So pull in, extend long. Pull in, extend long. Yes. Woo! So good. Can you think about doing this, right, with your torso? So your chest is turning to the right, and then back to sky. Turn, center. Good. We're just switching sides. In 3, in 2, and 1. Right here. Twist left, lay back. Twist left, lay back. Maybe you add in your knee pull. So pull, extend. Pull, extend. So it's okay, y'all, if you don't touch your elbow to your knee. Twist, lay. Twist, lay. Good. We're coming back center. In 4, you got tiny lifts to finish. You got this. In 3, in 2, and 1. Right here, feet down, little lift. Little lift. You're lifting up with your sternum. Up and up. Maybe reach your arms forward if your neck's okay with it. Yes, maybe march your knees in. Right here, let's go. It's right knee, left knee. Right knee, left knee. Here we go. Here's 4. Long counts. 3. Woo! So good, so good. 2. Yes. Here's 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. And 1. And release. Woo! Okay, roll off to the side. Okay, take your ball. Bring it between your inner thighs. Tabletop position. Plank. Toes are tucked. Press down through your finger pads. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, hover your knees. Inhale, lower. Exhale, hover. Inhale, lower. Exhale, hover. Okay. When you hover, can you squeeze the ball? Right here, let's go. So we lower. For 2, lift, squeeze. For 2. Lower. Lift, squeeze. Okay, here's an option. Every time you hover, option, tap opposite hand to opposite knee. Right here, let's go. So right hand, left knee. Lower back down. Lift, switch sides. Good, that's it. So the challenge here is to try to really stabilize through the pelvis and your low back. So noticing, right, if you're twisting through your hips, or if your neutral spine is changing, right? So if you're really kind of arcing into your low back, we call it a canyon in your low back. You really have to think about drawing belly back to spine here. And that squeeze here is helping with pelvic floor activation. Good. So that's why I want you to exhale on the way up. Sit bones join together. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, sit bones flare. Exhale, sit bones squeeze together. Good. Gorgeous. Oh my goodness. We're almost done with this variation. In 4, we're gonna land both hands. We got a crouching tiger. Check it out. You ready? In 2, and 1, hover. Hips go back, then hips go forward. So hips up and back, kind of like a puppy dog pose in yoga, then forward plank. Hips back. For 2, and forward for 2. Back. And forward, a little quicker if you want it. Right here, we go back, go forward. Back, and forward. Nice. Woo! So good, y'all. In 4, we're gonna come down to your forearms. And we're gonna grab the ball and just hold it in your hands. In 3, you got this. In 2, and 1, got the ball forearms down. Check it out, knees down to start. Ball in right hand, tap your outer thigh, then switch back to the other hand. Sweeping around, tapping your outer thigh, back to forearms. Good. You got this. mobility. We love shoulder mobility, y'all. Now options, stay on your knees or tuck your toes, cover your knees. When you're ready, jump in. Sweep back, tap, fall back to hands. Nice. In 4, balls coming out of your chest. We're headed down to the mat, all the way down. In 3. You got this. In 2, and 1. Right here, let's go. Come all the way down, ball into your chest. Ooh, we're out of time. Lower your chest and lift. Chest down, chest up. Right here. In 4, 3. Hold it up. Right here for 4. Squeeze your glutes. 3, for 2, and 1. Saved by the bell. Release. Press into the mat to lift up into tabletop. Grab one lighter weight, but I'm going to go for my 1.5 kilo. It's about 3 pounds. Elbows high. You extend and bend when you're ready. Your ball is under your left hand. So you're in this tabletop situation, but your hips are a little bit back towards your heels, okay? But we do have that unstable surface for the ball. So can you grip the ball with your fingers? Nice, good. Hold it high, tiny lifts right here, little lift. Little lift. So what I love about barre is that, especially this method specifically, is that right now we're working your triceps, but when your triceps are stretching, we're also working your biceps. And we layer it in a way that works your arms, kind of like layering, right? So we'll work your triceps and then go right into biceps. And we've already kind of got your biceps. So they're already ready to go. And that's where we really get to that burnout place. So it's really quite nice. You got this. It's up and up. Really want to burn out your triceps here. So try to stick with this heavier weight. Here's 4, then we're just switching sides. 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides. Here we go. Extend and bend your left elbow. Good. Extend and bend. Breathe. Gorgeous. Extend and bend. That's it. We're going to move to those tiny lifts to really get to that fatigue right here. Little lift. Little lift. Up and up. The tinies are just like so incredible, but kind of brutal at the same time, hey? It's a little lift, up and up. Nice. So once again, can you draw your belly button towards your spine? Right? Especially in this hinged position. Our spine is therefore then a little bit more vulnerable, right? So we need more core deep layers to kick on to support in this shape. Little lift, you got this. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are done. Grab your heavier set. We got some biceps and some thighs. Check it out. Your right leg's gonna sweep behind your left into a curtsy. Then you're gonna lift up, tap your right foot wide. Here we go. So we curtsy for 2, tap out wide. When you curtsy, can you send your hips back like you're sitting into a little stool? Nice. Now, keep going with that. When you curtsy, can you keep your hips forward as best as you can? But let's add a bicep curl. When you curtsy, palms to shoulders, then down to thighs. Yeah. Woo! Curtsy curl. Nice. Now, after, let's add a side lunge. So it goes curtsy for 2, lunge for 2. curtsy, side lunge. Nice. Curtsy, curl, side lunge. Woo! Nice. Curtsy, curl, side lunge. Good. Now it's gonna get a little funky here. We're gonna hold the side lunge. Do a knee repeater with our opposite leg pulling in. In 2 and 1, weight center, in, tap, in, tap, out. I'm holding low. Woo! If you want it, run our arms. Here we go. Run, run, run. Jog, jog, jog. Breathe. Can you sit down and back a little bit more? You're pumping your arms, you're pumping your leg. In, out, in, out. Good. 4. Then we're coming back up to stand. We're just switching sides in 3. In 2 and 1. Here we go. Stand up. Left leg. Cross it behind your right. Then lift up, tap wide. So you have a curtsy lunge, then tap out wide. Nice. Weights by your side to start. Good. Catch your breath. We're going to add the wide curl when you curtsy. Let's go. Curtsy, curl wide this time. Then palms to thighs. So palms turn to shoulders, and then palms turn to thighs. Nice. Whew. Gorgeous. 4. And then we're going to add the side lunge after your curtsy. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Hit it. Curtsy. For 2. Side lunge. For 2. Curtsy. Side lunge. Yeah, I get it. Curtsy, curl. Side lunge. Curtsy, curl. Side lunge. Nice. So I don't know if you feel that after your tricep work, but now we're hitting biceps. So you might start to feel your triceps from that previous exercise, because when your biceps are contracting, your triceps are stretching. So that might feel really good. Good. That's it. We're going to hold the side lunge. Ready? Into knee repeater. Right foot steps in. It's in, out, waist to center. Right foot tapping in and out. Good. Add the arms. Here we go. Run, run, run. Stay low if you can. And you're lifting up if you need a break. At any point. Whew. Chest is proud. You're mentally proud too. In. Whew. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Woo. Okay, y'all, this is where we need your ball. We need your ball. I'm gonna put on my wrist weights now. So, check it out. If you need a support for this, please grab it. Ball under your right heel. Woo! Okay, get yourself situated. So, hips forward, sit bones rooted down like an anchor. From there, you got a tiny dip, tiny dip. Okay, we're here. This is crazy. Dip, dip. So, I want your knees to be good here. They're the queen, they're the royalty, the king, right? Of your body, essentially. Especially in this one. It's dip, dip. So, can you press down through your outer feet a little bit more? Let's add in your arms. Ready? So, elbows. You're going to tuck in behind your ribs and then extend out wide. It goes like this. Tuck in, extend out. Tuck in, extend. Good. You're keeping the dips. Yeah, nice. Good. So it's elbows, extend. Elbows, wide T. Beautiful. So you might notice by pressing down through your outer feet and your pinky toes especially, you're kicking on your outer line. And so we're working your outer line, that's contracting, while your inner thighs are stretching, your inner line, your adductors. So once again, kind of like our tricep bicep situation, right? So really neat. In 4, we're gonna hold our arms wide. You're gonna pop up your left heel in 3. In 2 and 1, hold it wide. Here we go. Left heel up, left heel down. Left heel up, left heel down. Ooh, oh my gosh, let's add in a reach overhead. So we lift, reach, wide. Lift, reach, wide. Woo! A lot of deep core going on here. Nice. When you reach overhead, can you draw your low ribs in towards each other? Nice. In 4, we hold it up. Left heel up, arms up. We have tiny dips to finish on this side before we switch the ball to your other heel. Ready? In 2 and 1. Here we go. Dip, dip. Woo! Oh my gosh, just 4, 3, 2, 1. Left heel down, fold forward. Take your ball to your left heel. Oh my goodness. Get low. Tiny dips when you're ready. Dip, dip. Good. Let's add in your arms again. Elbows behind your ribs, then wide T. Here we go. Elbows, wide T. Elbows, wide T. My palms are forward. My thumbs are up to the sky. Dip and dip. Woo! Wow. Guys, I'm shaking. You can't see it, but I'm shaking. I'm also not going as low in this one as I normally do with my wide second, because I do have that asymmetrical work happening. The ball's under my left heel. Good. Rat it out. Here we go. Dip and dip. Oh, take breaks as you need, honestly. Breaks are really good. A lot of people don't realize it, but when you need a break, it's your body telling you that the muscles have literally gotten to fatigue. They've been worked. We're gonna hold it wide in 2 and 1. Hold it wide. Right heel up, right heel down. So the rest is that moment where your body can bounce back and come back in. Ready to go. Hot and ready. Hold it up in 2 and 1. Here we go. Just dip. Let's reach your arms overhead to finish. Woo! Dip, dip. Can you get a little lower? For 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Oh my gosh, release. Heels down. Fold forward. Grab your ball. Maybe stretch it out for a moment. Good. And then heel toe your feet back in. Roll up through your spine. Nice. Okay. Ball behind your right knee pocket, coming down to the floor. So excited. Right leg, up and back right here. Let's go. It's up for 2, down for 2. Up and back for 2, lower for 2. Nice. Gorgeous. Settle in. So, we always start off at a slower pace so that we can really detail the shape we are working on. But more importantly, we want to check in with how we're doing, right? Because a lot of the time when we work out, we get these lovely endorphins and adrenaline. Sometimes that can take over, right? It's kind of like our ego. It's like, oh, I can do more, I can do more. And yeah, we might be able to, but it might be compromising our integrity, right? And so, can you take this time to check in and to notice? Come back to feeling. Good. Okay. If you want to, we're going to speed it up. Right here. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Nice.
when you lift your right leg up and back, can you lift it only as high as you can keep your hips on the same plane? So notice if your right hip is opening up to the side. It's not a bad thing, but just like everything has an intention. For this one, we're focusing on lighting up your glute max. And for this booty set, it's a marathon because we're gonna try to get all areas of your booty, all your deep hip stabilizers, and some of your bigger, more powerful glute muscles as well. That's why bar is so great. Hold it high, tiny lifts, let's go, little lift, good. Okay, check in with what's going on with your spine. So notice if this is going into your low back and you're moving your low back or moving your spine. All right, we love spine mobility. It's so nice. But depending on the structure of your spine, right, you might have more space between each vertebra, which allows you to go further into back extension, spinal extension. So then, I'd like you to be a little bit more mindful of trying to support, using your muscles around your spine to support, stabilizing your spine. Lift, up, and up. We're gonna do a wing out, scorpion tail turn out. It goes like this, check it out. You're gonna turn your knee off on the diagonal and then back down to your mat. So this rotation is happening in my hip socket. I'm trying to keep my hips where they are. Good, nice. Okay, you're gonna start to feel your outer left glute pocket fire up. Can you put a bit more weight in your right hand? We're gonna move to a combination. We're doing a curtsy. Just follow me, here we go. Curtsy behind your left knee, and then open to the side, wing out. Chest down, curtsy. Chest opens to the side. Curtsy, and open, good. Curtsy, and open, good. So now I'm shifting my hips down, and then to the side a little bit, good. Now it might feel good to come down to your left forearm here for this one. So chest down, curtsy, turn to the side, wing out, good. We have a finale shape where we're gonna take the ball into our top hand in 4. Keep your knee forward. In 3, in 2, and 1. Keep your knee forward, grab the ball. Good, ball comes down. Pump your knee in and out. In and out. So we bend your knee, extend. Bend, extend. Good. Nice. Lovely. 4. Then we're going to hold your leg back. Reach your arm overhead, lift and lower. In 2 and 1. Here we go. We lift and tap. Lift and tap. Nice. Lift and tap. Beautiful. Up and down. This is it, you guys. One more variation, then you're done. I promise. In 4, we hold your arm and leg up. Arm overhead, leg in line with your hip. Right here, tiny lifts, little lift. Turn your palm down. Then press down through your left forearm and lift your torso away from your thigh bone. So you have space in your left hip flexor. Good. Nice, gorgeous. That's it. Here we go. Here's 8. Ooh, 4, 3, 2, hold it. And release. Let it go. Woo! That was so yummy. What do you think? You can tell me later. You don't have to tell me later. I'm going to turn to my other side here. So, hands down. Tabletop balls behind your left knee pocket now. When you're ready, your left leg slides up and back, then lowers knee to knee. Up and back for 2, knee to knee for 2. Good. Up, 2, down for 2. Lift, and lower. So, once again, check in because it's a second side, it's a new side, right? Something else might be going on here. Sometimes, you know, we're feeling symmetrical. We're feeling pretty even and balanced. But sometimes we're not, right? And that's okay. Up for 2, down for 2. been thinking a lot about progress and success lately, and how it's so easy to measure our progress against someone else, right? And then our success, that kind of follows, right? But it's really hard to do those things. It's really hard to measure those things because every day is different. But then also, we are also so unique. Our life experiences, the paths we wish to take or choose or that find us, right? So what I have to kind of constantly remind myself of is that instead of measuring it, can I be mindful of what I've done and try to celebrate all the miniature wins, right? In 4, we hold it high. 3, we move to tiny lifts. In 2, and 1, right here, let's go, little lift. Because if we get caught up in that cycle, then we will never find contentment, right? So can we come back to that a little bit? And it might be that you try to just tell yourself it, even if it's not quite there yet, if you're not quite believing it, and that's okay, right? Little lift, little lift. Woo! Oh my goodness. I love this. My booty feels so alive. Scorpion tail moving, wing outs, or attitude, whatever you want to call it when you're ready. Here we go. Knee turns out on the diagonal and then back down to the mat. So check it out how my hips are staying on the same plane. And it's like my thigh bone is like doing this little turnout, right? So it's going out to 9 o'clock and then back down to 6 o'clock, roughly. And your turnout might be a little more, a little less, and that's unique to you. In 4, our right forearm comes down. We have that curtsy to wing out. In 2, and 1, here we go. So we curtsy, chest down, open to the side, wing out. Curtsy, chest down, then wing out, chest turns to the side. Good. So now I'm moving my hips. Now I'm pivoting my hips down and open to the side. Yes, good. Woo. In 4, we grab the ball. We bring it into your top hand and you keep your hand down. In 2, and 1, grab the ball. Knee pumps in, then knee slides back. Knee pumps in, knee slides back a little quicker right here. In and push. Pull and push. Nice. Good. In 4, we hold it back. Arm comes overhead, we lift and lower. In 2, and 1, here we go. We lift and tap. Lift to sky, overhead. Ball to sky, overhead. Nice. Woo! Yes. I hope you feel so freaking alive right now. So proud of yourself. Because honestly, the hardest part is getting here. Lift and lower. Up and down. We're going to move to those tiny lifts to finish. In 2, and 1. Here we go. Little lift. Just ride that sweet, chill beat to the finish line. Lift. Lift. Can you lift your torso a little bit away from your thigh bone so you have space in your outer hip? Press down to your forearm for 4. 3, hold it. 2, hold it. Right here for 4. 3, 2, and 1, release. Oh my gosh. Sit back, little child's pose. Nice. Roll on up. When you're ready, ball off to the side. I'm just going to use my lighter weight because I do have my wristbands on. You do you. Might grab your heavier weight. Inner thigh, clipper inner thigh. Left leg on the diagonal, right knee's bent, left forearm down. Check it out. Your left leg will close towards your right inner thigh as you close your top arm to meet it, and then open back up. So we close for 2, then open for 2. Close and open. Nice. Close and open. Get in some upper back, some posterior shoulders. Close and open. I don't know if you feel that, but when you open, you might start to feel that space between your shoulder blades, your rhomboids. Kick on. Get in some deltoid, your outer cap of your shoulder. A little quicker if you want to. Let's go. Close and open. Now you can bend your knee. Bending your knee, you're still getting the same stuff, the same inner thigh muscles, right? If you need to adjust and your shape looks different from someone else, I promise you, your worth does not change. Because we're just moving, right? We're just grooving, trying to find joy. Honestly, that's all I want. How about you? Close and open. So good. We're gonna hold it in. Tiny squeezes. 3, 2, 1, go. Little squeeze, little squeeze. Ooh, I'm gonna drop that weight. Ah. Squeeze, squeeze. I actually love when I need to drop a weight or like change my variation, because then I know that I'm being intuitive, being mindful of what my body needs. But I've also gotten to that point of burnout, to that point of fatigue in my muscles. And I feel so strong, so freaking strong. Squeeze, squeeze. We're just switching sides. In 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Sweep your legs around. I'm gonna start with the weight. In my top hand, close it slow. Here we go. We close for 2 and open for 2. Nice. So another thing I want to say about this shape is that it doesn't matter how high your leg lifts. It's more about the squeeze action, about your leg drawing towards the midline. So if you're barely lifting your leg, that's okay. It's more about the effort. Close. You have a slight rotation. Turn out, external rotation in your right thigh. Kind of like that scorpion tail attitude. Now, check in with your shoulder. Make sure it feels good here. So you might need to adjust your elbow. You might need to walk it a little bit above your shoulder. And see if you can turn your shoulder, the outer cap of your shoulder, your deltoid, kind of away to the side. So that your collarbones are broad, your chest is proud. 4 here. 3 here. We're going to speed it up in 2 and 1. Right here. Let's go. We close, open, close, open. Tiny squeezes to finish. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Little squeeze, little squeeze, little squeeze, little squeeze. Woo! You got this. Breathe. Smile. 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're done. Woo! Okay, weight's done. Just grab your ball. Come onto your back for this final deep core loveliness. Ball between your inner feet here. Arms by your sides. Good. Now, I want you to draw your belly button to your spine, but find your neutral spine so that your low back doesn't completely press into your mat. You're going to take your knees to the right and then back to center. Again, we go to the right. And every time you go to the right, your left hip will lift. So left hip lifts and left hip lowers. So my hips turn to the right and then back to center. Good. Gorgeous. My arms are here just as a little support. Good. And the reason I want you to keep that like natural curvature in your back is that's your neutral spine. If we start to press down through your lumbar spine too much, we start to kick on different layers, and I'm trying to target your most deeper layer of core here, deepest layer of core, your transverse abdominals. We're also getting some really deep obliques here with this hip twist action. Now, if you want to, when you tilt your hips to the right, twist your hips to the right, you can add a knee extension in 2 and 1. Here we go. So we turn, extend, bend, and center. So we twist, extend, bend, and center. So I'm just breaking this up into 4 counts here. Good. Now we're going to hold it on the diagonal with your knees bent or extended in 2 and 1. Right here, let's go. You got a little lower, little lift, little lower, little lift. Good. Here's 4, then we're just switching sides. Here's 3. Whew. Here's 2 and 1. Knee center, you tilt left for 2, come back to center for 2, twist left, right hip lifts, then back to center. Good. Gorgeous. Okay, I think we're ready. If you'd like, you can add the knee extension after you twist. Here we go. Break it up. Twist, extend, bend, come center. Knees left, extend, knees bend, come center. Good. Woo! So strong, y'all. You're killing it. Knees left, extend, bend, and center. Good. Left, extend, bend, and center. 4 more. 4, then we hold it on the diagonal. Knees bent or extended. You got tiny lift, tiny lowers in 3, in 2, and 1. Here we go. Little lift, little lower. Stay with me. Little lift, little lower. Final 4, lower. 3, little lower. Little 2. Last 1. And release back to center. Bring your ball to your, between your knees. Walk your feet wide. Let your knees knock into the ball. You could ditch in the wrist weights. And then let one knee kind of knock in under at a time. And you'll get this really juicy inner hip stretch. And you can just go at your own pace here, from side to side. Maybe bring your arms overhead. Beautiful. On your next inhale, take your knees over to the right side. You can stack your knees, let the balls stay where it is if you'd like. That feels really good. And gaze over to your left side. And letting your belly soften. And even if it might be hard in this moment to say that you're proud of yourself, see if you can. If you don't know exactly what it is yet, that's okay. Because someone out there is proud of you, like me. Because it's hard for us to see all the good that we do and all the amazing things we've accomplished sometimes, because we are ourselves worst critics sometimes. It's so easy to be hard on ourselves. When you're ready, come back to center and switch sides. Let your gaze soften, perhaps even close your eyes. If you're holding grip in your fingers, see if you can soften your fingers as well. And when you're ready, just let your ball drift off to the side and come back to center. Knees hugging into your chest, hands behind your hamstrings. Now if you're dealing with anything in your back here and it doesn't feel good for you to roll up, roll to the side and come on up from the side. Otherwise, tuck your chin in. Do a little rock and roll up to a comfortable seated shape. Nice, proud, tall seat. Big breath in as you sweep your arms up. Big breath out, hands heart center. Incredible job, as always. Thank you for being here. I'll see you next time.